Russell Westbrook's always been my favorite player.
Don't you have the MVP Russ Thunder's jersey?
Yeah, it's like an off-brand Russell Westbrook jersey when he won the MVP that year. And dude, when they traded him to where did they trade him to? The Rockets?
Yeah.
My heart dropped. What's going on, You Don't Know Ball Nation? Welcome back to the podcast for episode 37. We are here joined with Caleb, Alex, and of course myself. Big week of NBA trades, big week of the NBA season. NFL Superbowl is this week, and college basketball is starting to heat up for
big week in athletics.
Teams. Big week in athletics, basically. Before we start the episode, I would like to say a big shout out to Owen McDaniel for his major win. And the first round, he pinned the kid in the first round, so that's pretty sweet. He's been tearing it up all season for Albion Wrestling, so congrats to him.
He gave the people's elbow.
Yeah. He gave him the people's elbow.
Well deserved.
Congrats to Owen, and looking forward to seeing what he can do. I think he's got a little bit left in the season, so I don't know what the whole college wrestling tournament looks like, but I know he placed pretty high last year, so hopefully he can win it this year. So
that'd be sweet.
Congrats to Owen. Yeah, that'd be sweet. And one more shout out. Shout out to the Keystone Keggers, baby. Big intramural basketball win this past week. So
yeah, anytime you beat a ranked opponent, man, that's good. So shout out Connor, shout out Nate, playing well homeboys, locking it down out there. So love to see that for them. Keep it up, Keystone Nation.
Keystone Nation. Coach Jones and Coach Klein would be super proud of y'all. So
they would be. Y'all might make me go buy some keggers some Keystones this year.
There we go. Special shout outs to those guys. It's been fun to watch. But no comments though. UO Wrestling. I've never been a bigger fan in my life. But all right, let's get into the major sports this week. Let's get into the NBA, Caleb. You're going to be talking the majority of this episode, and we'll put in our thoughts and opinions here and there. But Caleb, kind of run us down on what the hell happened this week in NBA.
Well, to quote a text from Isaac that he sent in our group chat, and I believe he said verbatim, "What the hell was that?" Once, we all got the news that Luka Doncic was going to be a Laker, and it was very surprising to see that they did not get the sort of package you would expect back. They got Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a pick that's not even guaranteed, it sounds like. So let's see the exact trade here. This went through February 2nd, random-ass Saturday night. And, Luka Doncic, Maxi Kleber, Markieff Morris for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first-round pick. Then Utah, of course, was in there, but Utah's been sneaking into all these trades and they're getting nothing out of it. So
getting nothing.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see what comes of this. I don't know what the Mavs were thinking. I think you two can both agree. The Mavs. Oh, yeah. There has to be an ulterior motive here, right?
They sold.
My belief is that they didn't want to pay his super max contract. I've talked to my buddy Ant about it, and were they gonna have to pay Luka $350 million this next offseason?
With every new young star that gets a super max, it always becomes the next biggest contract in NBA history. So they would have been spending money. But to be fair, what everyone is saying, Luka is a top 3 player in the league. He deserves that kind of money, and he just took them to the finals. It's not like they're not getting anywhere with him, So
right. It's ridiculous.
I think they just happened to run into the next biggest super team in Boston, and, Mavs were cut short. They only had 7 rotational guys in that finals, and I think they just kind of let go of Luka prematurely. He's only 25, and then you go all in for a 31-year-old Anthony Davis. It just makes no sense, and that makes me think there's some conspiracy going on. And I know the Mavs' new owner, because their owner is not Mark Cuban anymore, their new majority owner owns a bunch of casinos in Vegas, so there's a theory that they're trying to sell the team to get it to go to Vegas. So there's that. But I feel really bad for Mavs fans. I really do.
I saw Nathan Foppel's soul get ripped out of his body that day.
Nate
I
fell
felt
to his knees in a
terrible.
Walmart parking lot, bro.
That was a bad day for all Mavs fans, and I kind of like the Lakers' reaction. Like I saw like most of them were like happy, like oh hell yeah. Then they were kind of like I saw this one guy in front of the Mavs stadium when they were holding a funeral for Luka's jersey. The guy's like,
Yeah.
we didn't want this. We didn't want this for y'all.
No.
Like, it was so funny. I don't know. I feel like Lakers fans are like happy about it, but they're all like, how the hell did we end up with this?
Right.
Confused.
Right.
Let me just say, what perfect timing this trade happened as soon as we get a basketball expert on our podcast. I mean, this is just amazing timing.
Right.
We did not plan this.
2 days later, my first episode, this shit happens. And then it kind of just spiraled. It spiraled from there. We've had so many, like, even without the Luka trade, like, this might be the craziest NBA season of, like, trades within the season, like, we've ever had.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, I mean, last year, the only significant move was, like, Pascal Siakam, at least the one I can think of. This year, I could probably skip a year from now. I could remember, like, all of these main trades that happened.
Yeah.
And I will say, Mavs fans, I don't want you to be mad at Anthony Davis. He was not a part of this. He happens to be on your team now. I hope you guys get another shot at the finals with this win now team. Probably not going to happen. But, you know, the Lakers, they fleeced y'all. They got Luka. They're set up for the next 10 years. They've done this post-LeBron plan beautifully with this. And they also got Mark Williams, who I don't know if you guys are familiar with Mark Williams, but amazing defensive center from Charlotte. Ask my boy Connor. He'll tell you all about him. He glazes Mark Williams really hard. He's been in and out of the lineup injury prone the past 3 years, but if he works out for the Lakers, they have a really solid shot of a deep playoff run this year, especially if Luka fits in well. But also then you get into Luka and LeBron playing together. Don't know what that's going to look like, and I think I'm really excited just to see how this trade turns out for both teams.
Yeah. I mean, what Jamar Chase said, NBA is crazy right now, or NBA being crazy. I mean, kind of insane of like I don't know, what's the word? What's the term for it? The rainfall effect or the domino effect of what that Luka and Anthony Davis trade kind of caused throughout the week. I don't know. It's been really entertaining as a I don't know, not a casual NBA fan, not like a diehard. So can't imagine what it is for you.
I mean, just opening your phone to see a new ESPN notification and it has the buzzer emoji and it's like, holy shit, what happened this time? And, as a Pistons fan to see, the Pistons attached to some of these trades, it's awesome. Because we've gotten 3 really solid role players for basically free. We got Josh Richardson, who's a really solid 3-and-D guy. Got Lindy Waters, a great shooter from the Warriors who knows how to win. And we also got Dennis Schroeder, who Isaac mentioned him before we started recording here. So I'm excited for Dennis Schroeder just because, that'll take some ball handling duties off Cade. Our all-star. Let's go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm excited to see what the Pistons do after this as well. And I'll shed some light on the Hornets, too. They pulled in who'd they get? They really fleeced the Suns. They got Yusuf Nurkic and another guy. Let's see. It was recent. Where it at, though? All right. I don't know. But they got a really good center for 2 mid, maybe lower than mid wings and like a pick or something like that. So Charlotte made out good too. But was there another trade you guys wanted to go over that kind of caught your eye where you're like, holy shit,
I mean, I was happy that the Pistons got somebody. That was cool.
Yeah, it is good to see them like be aggressive and get some better players to kind of help Cade out here because we've back-to-back nights the Pistons lost the game winners. I don't know if you guys saw the Cavs the buzzer beater we lost to. I was watching that game last night and I was so angry. I was a little ball of rage after that happened.
Pistons doing Pistons things, but they're 500 right now. They're not playing bad.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think we're one game below now, which
Okay.
we'll bounce back. I mean, Pistons, that was the second night of a back-to-back too, so you can't really ask for a much better performance against the best team in the NBA. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
let's see.
One thing for me, the Jimmy Butler trade. I have two things I want to say. The Jimmy Butler trade for the Warriors. I'm kind of interested to see how that works out because I know the Heat got Andrew Wiggins and a couple other. I don't know if it was another wing or some picks, but interested to see how that plays out. And then another one is, didn't KD want to get traded out of the Suns, and that just never happened? So that what does that mean for him this offseason and then basically the rest of his career?
Well, the thing I saw about the KD trade, I heard the Warriors had an offer to him, or had an offer for him, but KD didn't want to leave for the Warriors. So maybe he was trying to pick and choose where he could go in that kind of way. Because the original trade was supposed to be a 3-team deal: Warriors, Heat, Suns. KD goes to the Warriors, Jimmy goes to the Suns, and the Heat just get loaded up with probably Andrew Wiggins. That's where he was probably supposed to go. And I don't think KD wanted to do that. I don't know if he has a no trade clause or not off the top of my head, but I think that's just a show of player empowerment in today's league, because it's not really a business anymore. The players kind of run the business now. So what that means for KD, he's still going to be really good. But I don't know if he's going to be a Sun after this, especially if they were trying to trade him. So maybe he loses some trust in them. But like you were saying, Isaac, I am excited to see Jimmy Butler on the Warriors. Not sure if it's going to be a great fit, but we have so many new players on new teams to watch, and we've already seen it with De'Aaron Fox on the Spurs. They got a win. That was good to see. Him and Wemby are a great duo, and he's learning from Chris Paul now too, which is great.
Yeah.
And have you guys seen the memes where it's like Draymond and Jimmy fighting in the corner while Curry drops like 50
Yes. Yeah.
to try and keep him in the game? Those memes are funny. But yeah, it's just like you were saying, Isaac, though, that's another big one to watch too, because Jimmy, he has a chance. Jimmy and Curry, they have a chance to really push the Warriors to a far run here in the playoffs once they come up.
Yeah, they do. It's going to be a really interesting second half of the NBA season after the All-Star game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and got to watch out for the Kings, too. I know they lost De'Aaron Fox, but they got another pure scorer in Zach LaVine, so their point totals are about to be so high. And, that's what the Kings do. They were all offense with Fox, and now they just got an even more dominant offensive player like Zach LaVine, so that's going to be really fun to watch, I think. That Kings team will be maybe not that great. They might be an upper mid-tier team, but they're going to be putting up a lot of points, and they're going to be fun to watch, so great for business.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Do you guys know who Chris Middleton is?
Yes, he's
Yeah.
from the Bucks, right?
Yeah, so he got shipped off to Washington for Kyle Kuzma.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
My boy Kyle's gone.
Yeah, I know. So I want you guys to put yourselves in Chris Middleton's shoes, all right? You're on a decent, pretty good, damn good team with the Bucks. You helped win them a championship. You were arguably the most important player on that championship team. And then you get sent to a team with 6 wins over halfway through the season. And it's just I feel really bad for the guy. That's a terrible trade to be a part of. Great for Kyle Kuzma because now he's on a winning team where he can actually be really effective. But Chris Middleton got absolutely screwed over in that trade.
Yeah, he did.
Feel for the guy.
Wasn't Chris Middleton an NBA Finals MVP or close to being it not even 3 or 4 years ago?
I feel like there's an argument. There's an argument he could have won it, but I feel like it was always going to be Giannis. That series.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
But I do remember being in our room in Florida watching those finals games. And dude, Chris Middleton was a beast. Absolute beast.
Yeah. He was a monster in that game. But yeah, I mean, it's been a crazy couple days in the NBA, so
yeah, I mean, so this has got to be like I was saying earlier, this has got to be the craziest in-season trade deadline, most movement I've ever seen. I've never seen anything like this before. There's never been this many trades. And let's compare it to the NFL trade deadline. Is the NFL trade deadline anything like this?
No, it wasn't even near this. I mean, I don't even think there was a single trade that was as big time as this. I mean, not even close. Even the small role players that the NBA have right now haven't even been nearly as influential as not nearly as close to what the NFL has had this last trade deadline. Because
Gotcha.
I can't think of one big name that was traded this year.
Wasn't Amari Cooper? Does he count?
Kinda. I mean, he's kind of washed at this point. I feel like I don't know. He hasn't really done much. I didn't think he played much for the Bills or as good as he was actually predicted to. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw his first game. He had a touchdown catch, but he kind of went quiet and just had some catches here and there. He's just a role player receiver now. I feel like.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
out of his prime.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Because I mean, a prime in an NFL career is like what 2-3 years maybe. So it's kind of wild how fast the drop off comes, but that's just what comes with getting hit every single play and whatnot. But yeah, let's see. I wonder what the standings are right now. So I think I'm curious as to what the Lakers are. The Lakers are 5 right now, actually, which is kind of surprising. So they're 10 games above 500, and the Mavericks are 26 and 25. So they're in the 8th spot. Where do you guys predict those two teams ending up? Do you think the Lakers go up above 5 or below 5? And do you think the Mavericks go up with their all-in mentality right now, or do you think they kind of screw it all up? And I'm just curious what your general predictions might be.
I feel like the Lakers could maybe jump up a spot or two. I could see them at 3 or 4 at the end of the season. Mavericks, all depends of how healthy Anthony Davis and Kyrie could stay. Because, frankly, if those two are battling injuries here and there, I don't know if that team's really built to make a deep playoff run or even make the playoffs, in my opinion. I'm a casual basketball fan, so I don't really know. But that's just my opinion on what the situation is for in Dallas. Go to Alex.
Yeah, that's valid. How about you, Alex?
Well, I don't watch NBA at all, but I would be rolling with the Lakers being the better team than the Mavericks. I mean, I think that's the question, but I just like how it is. I trust Luka more than I trust a 30 or however old AD is. Because I don't know. I do not follow NBA basketball at all. So
I think that's a very valid prediction, though, because basically the question is which team this year will end up better, and I also think it's going to be the Lakers.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are shitting on the Luka and LeBron being teammates thing. Literally, Luka's never missed the playoffs, and the one year he did, he was injured the whole time. But when he's playing, his teams are good. He leads to wins. Say what you want about his defense, but he is one of the best 3 players in the NBA.
And he made the finals with Kyrie last year. Right.
He put the team on his back against the T-Wolves. He somehow beat the Thunder, who were the best team at the NBA last year, best record, which was a crazy series, by the way. And then, like Isaac was saying, the Mavericks are leaning heavily into hoping that Kyrie and AD stay healthy. If any of those guys go down for a single game in the playoffs, they are screwed.
Yeah. And it's not like Kyrie and AD are young anymore. Kyrie's kind of, I don't know if he's been.
Kyrie's 32.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just now getting out of his prime or if he's still. I don't really know. But AD and him I think they're on their way out of their prime and kind of going downhill, in my opinion. I mean, AD was in his prime 6 years ago when he won the NBA championship, or not 6 years ago. Yeah, 6 years. 5 years ago.
5 years ago. But that's a long time, dude. 5 years is a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot that could happen in a player's career in 5 years. So I don't really know. I would not bank if I was an owner of an NBA team and I was banking on my basketball team on the shoulders of 2 30-year-old players that are not the most healthy most of the time. I don't know.
I wouldn't
have made that trade.
Putting all your eggs in one basket, which is never a good thing to do.
No.
Yeah, but this is going to be a really exciting finish to the year. As I know both of you guys were saying, that we got a lot of teams that are fighting for the play-in. The Spurs, Blazers, Warriors, Suns, Kings, Mavericks, any of those, all those teams are fighting for the last like 3 spots.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really intense. Say what you want about the play-in. I don't know what you guys have thought about it the past couple of years it's been in the league, but I think the play-in is honestly genius. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if you guys have watched any play-in games, but some of them have been really, really competitive and really good.
I mean, it seems like a good fit for the NBA, and I mean, all teams. Any team can. I feel like any team in the NBA could win. Like other than the Hornets, obviously. But
yeah, Hornets are trash, bro. They're not making it.
Or if let's say Jordan Poole has a good-looking girl.
Oh yeah,
courtside seats. They might win the NBA championship at this point. I don't really know.
Yeah, the Wizards need just a valid shotty at every single game for the rest of the year. They can go 500.
Just sell the entire stadium out of OnlyFans girls, and they'll go crazy.
They should do that. They should. Can you guys hear me?
What's up, Alex?
What's up?
While we're waiting on Caleb to come back,
let's do some Weddle.
Oh yeah, we'll do a Weddle while he's gone. He'll reconnect in a second.
Caleb's doing a little 2-minute media break for a second. We've had some technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. There he is.
There we go.
Sorry guys, I don't know what happened.
Hey man, you're all right.
I could hear you guys and see you guys, but I couldn't talk.
We heard you the entire time. No worries.
What? Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Every time you were saying something, we could hear you.
All right.
We transitioned into some Weddle while we were waiting for you. But
no, yeah, let's do this. Let's run it.
All right.
Alex, why don't you pick a player?
Oh, okay. Let's do Cooper Kupp, as he is going to get traded apparently from the Rams this upcoming season.
What? They're trading their guy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, well, Alex, that was a terrible guess.
It's a terrible guess. Dang it.
Rats. Oh, crap.
Rats. But it's close to the NFC West, so it's got to be the NFC East.
Man, I don't know my divisions like that.
That's the Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders. So it's not a receiver.
Let's do
quarterback, tight end.
Let's do Ferguson.
Okay, yeah.
Does he play for Dallas still? I don't know.
Could be Singletary.
Or Singletary, yeah. Whatever you guys want to do.
Ain't he in the 20s? Like number wise?
Oh! No way! Let's go, baby! That's insane.
Wow.
That's a crazy guess. Let's go.
Crazy pull. That was
legendary pull.
Legendary.
Damn, dude. I felt like pulling a diamond out of like a 2K pack.
Oh, dude. I've been into cut more recently, so college football ultimate team. So that's like pulling like a LTD out of an opportunity pack, and you're like,
let's go, dude.
I haven't had much luck with those, so it's all right.
How is that game mode? Is that game mode fun?
It's fun, but then you realize that you're down about $1,000. You haven't won shit, so I'm trying to quit. I'm trying to quit. EA, if you can hear me, stop releasing booster packs. I'm not buying anymore. I can't. But,
dude, that reminds me of playing Men Ultimate Team, but like moneyless. Like
that's what I do with my cut teams.
Yeah. How's your team doing, Alex? Your team doing all right?
Well,
budget squad.
We're pretty good. I mean, usually I don't play. I do play online, but I've made it to the playoffs 2 times, and JJ McCarthy is my starting quarterback. So,
obviously, does he have a crazy card?
No, he's an 88. He's an 87, but I got him at 88 overall. But
that's serviceable.
I usually play a friend, and Isaac's the only one that plays. And obviously, that was the final score. If you can see it.
Come on, focus.
Okay,
so it says 62-27.
Yeah.
I don't know why I won't.
Damn.
Focus.
And
Isaac, I know your ass was probably cheesing.
There was a
bro. I'm just belting him the entire.
There was another game that we played where he was up like 27-2 at one point. So
Damn.
yeah,
You got a safety in there at least.
I mean, at least, but it's kind of hard when you have a moneyless team playing against a team that he's been paying for and playing for more than 2 months.
Okay. Well, you know what? Funny thing is, my team started as a no money spent team, and then I realized, damn, I can't get past the first round of the playoffs. And then I started spending money, and then I realized again, I still can't get past the first round of the playoffs.
But you won the championship.
I did win it. I did win a national championship not even 2 weeks ago, and I've kind of stepped back from Ultimate Team because my goal is finished. I have nothing to strive for anymore.
Right.
So I've been going back into Dynasty where my credit card and my debit card are safe. So
there you go. Kind of reminds me of the You Don't Know Ball TikTok post where you got all the Infinity Stones.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad someone saw that. Alex, I was with my girlfriend and I posted it, Lily. I was like, Lily, look at this. I found all the stones. But like the whole week I was telling her like, all right, I found the Mind Stone. Okay, I had the Soul Stone. Oh, I found the Infinity Gauntlet. And I needed the Power Stone, and I couldn't find it for 3 days. And I'm sitting in a room.
Do you just scroll on your For You page?
Yes, until I find them. Yeah.
Okay.
And I finally come across. I'm like, let's go! And like I save it. And I like do all the TikTok, and it got like 4,000 views. So that's pretty funny.
Let's go. Big dubs.
Pretty cool though. Big dubs.
That is cool.
But
I love when things like that come up. That makes TikTok fun. That's why we can't delete it.
I know. I saw there's so many people doing it, and I was like, "Oh, this is pretty sweet." So I got into it and found all the stones and said, tune into episode 36." We got 53 views, so it wasn't bad. So
no, that's not bad. That's not bad. You guys aren't talking about what you normally talk about, so that might be why. But just gotta get the b-ball viewers up in there.
We're branching out. We're finally using the basketball in our logo for something.
Exactly.
So,
oh man.
All right. Let's see what. I'm trying to think of any other trades that happened that we can hit real quick. So we had Brandon Ingram going to the Raptors.
Yep.
So from
that's pretty big.
It's a big trade, yes, for the Raptors too. I think that kind of propels their rebuild a little bit once they get all their guys back. That'll help them a lot. And then the Pelicans just got Bruce. They got a couple role players back, and they're currently last place in the West right now. So, they kind of just got to wait till next year. And, it's all because Zion's not playing, which you can say what you want. There was that interview with Zion where he said, I want to play, but I work for the Pelicans, and they don't want me to play. So it's not Zion's fault.
What is
the truth comes out. I don't know. Maybe their trainers are just, and their like athletic trainers and whatnot are probably saying it's not healthy for Zion to play. They want him to be safe, obviously, but also this dude's been off and on the court, more so off than on for the last 5 years he's been in the league.
Whole career,
is it because of how powerful or not how I don't know, why is he not playing? Yeah, his build.
It's got to be something to do with how much weight he's been putting on his legs. His knees got big problems. So I mean, dude, his knees are all screwed up. You've seen how he walks. He walks like Unk. He walks like an Unk.
Real. Yeah.
So that's probably why he does look a lot skinnier though, and a lot healthier. He looks more in shape.
Yeah.
It's just, it's hard to see when these generational guys don't see the court. You're seeing that a lot with LaMelo Ball too. He's been off and on the court a lot. He has played a decent amount of games this year, but still, you wish he was healthier.
Just wear and tear.
That's the thing with That's a big thing with the NBA recently. I think with how the game is played today, it's played so quick that these guys end up hurting themselves a lot more often. That's about all I got to say on that. But shout out. Cavs still number 1 in the league. Might be surprising to y'all. And then OKC's number 2.
Shai Gilgeous, MVP.
Yeah, dude. SGA. Oh, yeah, by the way. I don't know if y'all knew, but Isaac's a Thunder fan. So he's enjoying the success of them. But, are you as attached to this new young team as you were with MVP Russ? Or have you kind of moved on? Are you kind of just a Russ follower?
Sadly,
you-
I haven't been as connected with the Thunder as I was when Russell played there. Russell Westbrook's always been my favorite player.
Don't you
Or,
have
so-
the MVP Russ Thunder's jersey?
Yeah, it's like an off-brand Russell Westbrook jersey when he won the MVP that year. And dude, when they traded him to where did they trade him to? The Rockets, or something?
Yeah.
My heart dropped because I'm like, yeah. But I still like the Thunder. I really like Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I still play with him like when I'm belting my little brother's ass in NBA 2K on black court or blacktop or whatever it's called. So it's a lot of fun to be a Thunder fan right now. But I'm not as big as a Thunder fan as I once was.
Right.
I'm kind of taking a step back from NBA in general just because of, I've been full-time football since I got into college. So
Yeah, that's fair. But at least you can live happily knowing your team is good. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's been good to. I've been tuning in and out of like how they're doing this season. And this year they've been really good, and last year they were really good too. So I'm like, all my friends are like my two roommates who are my biggest haters at some point. They always say like, "Oh, you're a bandwagon fan," like because they thought I was a Chargers fan. They were for NFL for a little bit just because I like the Chargers, but I've always been a Lions fan.
Yeah.
Before they were even good. I watched their 3-13 season. I watched the seasons when they would never win a Thanksgiving game, when they lost. I mean,
Brutal.
I've been a diehard Lions fan. It's kind of how I am with the Thunder, but to be honest, I don't really talk about it as much as I should. But okay,
Hey man, once tune into some playoff games, bro. They're fun to watch.
Oh, we'll tune
Playoff
in.
basketball
I was
is so fun to watch. I
Right,
do
because
like
then they're
that.
actually trying. So it's some of these end of season games are good too for teams that are like fighting for play-in spots and whatever.
Yeah.
But those play-in games, and once the playoffs start, those are good games because then they actually try. And March Madness, once we get one of those episodes out, that's gonna be peak.
You know what I was thinking? So isn't like the NBA playoffs around the same time we get out for like out of school or something like that? I can't remember.
Yes.
Yeah, the playoffs start like mid-April. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Also, we could do this for March Madness, but it'll be a little harder to do that. But I was thinking, like, we could have like a live episode where like we're just sitting watching the game, reacting to like what's the best game to watch. We're just sitting and hanging out, and dude, I feel like that'd be a fun episode.
That'd be
go live.
That'd be
Just
so
go
lit.
live.
We
Go
could do
live on
that.
Instagram and YouTube. That'd be
And
sweet.
yeah, and then for when the bracket comes out and we're like we can fill them out, I feel like we should do a you don't know ball bracket. We just do it as our episode one day.
Yeah.
So
That'd be great. Where all of us make a bracket together.
yeah.
We make it just a dog shit bracket.
We pick up all the upsets, just not all the lower seeds.
Michigan's going all the way, baby.
Dude, they actually might though. That's the crazy thing.
Ah.
They're so good this year. Michigan's so good this year.
They're pretty good, but man, that Purdue game just like I have that feeling like they're good, but they can't beat the best teams. Like they're still very under.
Purdue, like I don't know how they do it, but they always have some like 7'3" big man.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do it.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they have another one this year. I didn't watch the game, Alex, but was their center like 7'4"?
Oh well, it's not even that this year. It was Michigan came out flat first, but Purdue's point guard has got to be one of the best. My buddy was telling me, shout out Evan, telling me like he was one of the best point guards or whatever in the Big Ten or in the college basketball. He was just tearing us up, and it was brutal. It was like 20-4 in the first like 4 minutes of the game, and it was bad. It was a blowout.
Ouch.
Yeah. But
I watched Michigan's game against Rutgers last Saturday, and they played pretty good.
Yeah, and
So,
they just came off a
got
big
that at
win
least.
last night with Oregon. So
Oh, good. Yeah, I saw a highlight. Danny Wolf went off that game.
yeah,
He moves like a point guard at 7
dude,
feet tall.
he's
It's
crazy. I'm surprised. I'm surprised nobody else like went to like attempt to go get him. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't even want to talk about Notre Dame basketball. They're terrible. They're terrible. My Notre Dame's hype for athletics are literally football season, and then it goes straight into fencing because that's all we're good at.
what about lacrosse?
So
Fencing.
lacrosse. We're insane at lacrosse. Shout out Pat Cavanaugh and his brother, the Kavanaugh brothers, they're pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And Fajon and Buckner, they're all pretty sweet.
Yeah. Hey,
Let's see,
Caleb,
what is
your UCLA Bruins are doing pretty well. They just came off a
Hey,
win
we're-
against MSU. Beat
Dude, big win
Connor's
against
team.
MSU. Shout out Connor, but you know MSU is not what you think they are, man. UCLA is way better.
They should be way better.
All it took was our coach outing one of our players because Michigan whooped on us so bad. But, you know, UCLA picking up that win against MSU gives me hope. You know,
that was a big win.
It's not like we're terrible. I'm pretty sure we might be like 14-7, 14-8.
No, I
maybe,
think you guys are a decent basketball team. Yeah. So is MSU.
Good enough to make the tournament and maybe make some noise. So that's all. As long as you make it to the dance, you're fine.
Yeah.
College basketball is at a point right now where any team can win it, especially when UConn's not as good as they are. You know, any team can win it this year. You know, and 2 years ago, you had a 9 seed win it.
Yep.
Florida Atlantic versus whoever it was.
I mean, it was crazy. I remember who you were talking about. But.
One of the best, dude. Ever since we've started high school, we've had nothing but great NCAA March Madness tournaments since then. So that'll be an exciting time.
My favorite March Madness memory will always be the Notre Dame Rutgers playing game, and which went into overtime until it was St. Patrick's Day when Notre Dame won. That hands down my favorite moment. We haven't been
dude.
And they made it to the Elite Eight. They made it to the Elite Eight.
Made it to the Elite Eight because Cormac Ryan was on fire for us that year before he transferred to UNC. But
what year was that?
2021, I think. It was the year after COVID.
Yeah.
When we were seniors?
Yes.
Dude,
freshman.
Oh,
freshman.
okay. I was gonna say, dude, the year before that, UCLA beat Michigan State in a play-in.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I remember that. And Tom Izzo was pissed.
Dude, Michigan State's team had no business being there that year.
No.
Though. Neither did UCLA's, but we went on a crazy run. We made the Final Four that year.
Yeah,
So
UCLA beat MSU to begin the tournament, and then they beat Michigan to make it to the Final Four or something like that.
Yes, dude. Michigan should have won that game too.
Dude.
Franz Wagner missed a wide open 3 to tie.
Bro,
I remember that vividly.
That Michigan team was so inconsistent in so many ways. They'll come off a dominant win against whoever, and then they'll just can't make a 3, and it's just ridiculous. But we're back now.
Hey man, that just proves anyone can win in college basketball.
Yeah,
man. College basketball is in such a good spot. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
More.
Go ahead.
Oh, more basketball news. This is not college basketball, but Detroit is going to try to bring the Detroit Shock back as a WNBA team, and I don't know if you guys even know what that
dude,
is.
I've seen news about that. I think that's great. They used to be a team. They used to have a team.
And then they moved to like Memphis or Oklahoma or something like that. I don't really know.
Yeah. Something like that. But yeah, dude, Detroit needs it. Detroit really does.
Yeah.
And I think a big reason they're coming back is because of the Lions and their success.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I saw a stat where it was like, now we're just getting off topic, but I saw a stat where it was like the Detroit Lions and Washington Commanders game, like literally boosted the economics of Detroit because they drew in so much money. And despite the loss, like, dude, it's good for Detroit. I was in Detroit that weekend. Like, they're on the up, dude. It was Detroit's dope now. I love it.
When Detroit's good at sports, the entire world just benefits off it. So
it does. Like I've been saying my whole life, the NBA is a better place when the Pistons are good. And how would I know that? And I don't, because I've only been alive when the Pistons are bad. So
I completely agree with that statement. Oh gosh. All right. So there's a lot to look forward to for these next couple weeks. A lot's happened this last week. I mean, we'll see what happens next time we get back together, but I'm sure something will be insane. I mean, All-Star Weekend's coming up this week too, so
yeah. Go Malik Beasley. 3-point contest, baby.
Oh,
Let's go. And let's hope Cade does well too.
All-Star Weekend's 2 weeks away or 1 week?
Valentine's weekend, so yeah, it'll be next weekend.
Okay. So we'll do a little All-Star.
We'll have an episode before that. Absolutely. We'll have to put in our predictions of who we think's gonna win what.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
The Super Bowl. Sorry.
Before we get to the Super Bowl, just real quick, we had some awards to be given out for the NFL award ceremony. So Jaden Daniels took home Offensive Rookie of the Year, much deserved. Patrick Surtain, Broncos won defensive player of the year.
Wow.
That was pretty surprising. Barkley took home offensive player of the year. Burrow took home
Comeback player of the year.
Player of the year. And then Jared Verse took home defensive rookie of the year. MVP is not announced yet, so that'll be later. Probably when we're off our episode recording. But
I'm gonna say Josh Allen, baby.
Josh Allen deserves the MVP. I completely agree. If Saquon got offensive player of the year, I think Josh Allen's getting the MVP.
Or Lamar.
Lamar Jackson. No. Should not be Lamar.
Lamar had Derrick Henry helping him out the whole year.
Yeah. I mean, Josh Allen beat him in the playoffs when it mattered. So, whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, if it wasn't Saquon or if it wasn't Joe Burrow, then it's Josh.
It's got to be Josh.
It's got to be Josh. Yep.
So, congratulations, Josh.
Dude, isn't it crazy to think that Jared Goff plays a couple better games, he could have won it?
Yes.
Dude, yeah, if he didn't throw 5 picks against the Texans, he's an MVP.
Yeah. I mean, it's so crazy, dude. So crazy.
Or he made the Super Bowl. That would have been nice.
Yeah.
That would also been great.
Yeah. We would have taken either, and we got
nothing.
Whatever.
Yeah, we didn't get either.
We got nothing.
Damn, dude, the Patrick Surtain one really surprises me because you just don't hear his name a lot. So, flies under the radar. A lot of people.
Who was up for that award?
The entire season. I don't really know. I can't remember.
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to think like.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Someone who's good at defense. Lions ain't got nobody for that.
That's Jelly Roll and Snoop Dogg.
Bro, what are they doing, bro?
What the heck?
Did AI make that, bro?
No, that's real. It's real.
What the hell?
That's awesome.
Oh man.
Miles
That's
Garrett
awesome.
cheesing after he's trying to get out of Cleveland. That's troll.
Bro, I just saw who should have won it on your phone though, Alex. Miles Garrett.
Yeah, Miles Garrett or TJ Watt. I mean.
Oh yeah, dude. Any of the Pittsburgh
Yeah.
Steelers defense should have won that.
Yes. I don't.
Cooper, dude. Any of the Eagles defenders, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name? Deshaun.
Cooper DeZean.
DeZean, yeah.
Locking down your number one.
He better be locked in on Sunday, bro. I do not want to see another Chiefs Super Bowl, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 in a row has never been done, right?
No, and
no, never.
Everybody's be like, who's better, Mahomes or Brady? And Brady will always be better, no question. So,
yeah, Brady. Let's see. If Brady went undefeated in the Super Bowl, how many rings would he have?
10.
10. Wow, that's unfathomable.
That's
especially
insane.
for modern. I mean, think about it though. LeBron could have how many rings? Also probably 10,
6 or 7. Yeah.
Brady has more Super Bowls than the Detroit Lions.
Dude, he has more Super Bowls than NFL teams.
Yeah, it's insane.
Tom
Brady had more Super Bowl rings his rookie year.
Then yeah, I know. I'm just saying I couldn't find. I didn't want to be fact checked for a team that has more rings than Brady. So the safe route was the Lions. So
yeah, I get it now. Before we get into the Super Bowl, let's run down a couple of things that happened in the NFL real quick. It'll be like 10 seconds. So we got Myles Garrett requesting a trade from the Browns. Cooper Kupp is
good for him. Get him out of there.
Yep. Cooper Kupp's getting looked at for trade inquiries from other teams. Rams don't want to bring him back. I know Matt Stafford announced that he's coming back for another season. Andy Reid announced he's coming back for another season. I know.
Officials.
Anything else?
The officials had some. The NFL Official Association had some statement about how it was preposterous that they were rigging games for the Chiefs, and I think they're full of shit. So
yep, I 100% agree. 100%
we're gonna leave it at that.
From their standpoint, they can't just bend over and say, "Yeah, we did." So I mean,
yeah. Or they could take the Tom Brady roast route, where they just pay him $15 million and just have Tom Brady go out there and be like, "Yeah, I did it."
Yeah.
You see that clip
from the NFL Tom Brady roast? Yep.
Yeah, he's like, if they would have just paid me to do it, I would have Said it.
I would have said I did it.
That's
So
bad.
fun.
But other than that, there's not really much going on in the NFL. I mean, looking forward to the Super Bowl. So,
I mean, I'm excited to see another year of Stafford.
yeah.
It's good. I love seeing him play, dude. Anytime he's on like Thursday night football or Monday night football, like
Just
when
goes
he's the
off.
main game, like
Pretty
I
sweet.
love watching my boy play. As a former Lion, Lion legend, I love it.
Gotta
So,
support him.
glad he's coming back because I know there was talk
Yeah.
in the playoffs game against the Eagles that it might be his last game. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh no, don't let him go out like that, bro.
Yeah. At least he got one Super Bowl, so it's all good.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
good. That was a good run. Great
It was
run.
a good run. All right. Super Bowl picks, Caleb's picks, and then
Are you guys not? Did you guys not make a lay?
I did not.
I could think of one real quick, but
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go slow.
Caleb's picks.
Caleb
All right,
picks right
this
now.
is Caleb's special picks here.
Special.
We got Kansas City Chiefs money line. Sorry, Alex.
I mean,
sorry.
I know. I mean, it's hard to
Can't
beat.
bet against Mahomes.
No, you can't.
I got Saquon scoring a touchdown. I got AJ Brown throwing a touchdown. I think you're good for at least one Jalen Hurts deep ball to AJ Brown, and they did it 2 years ago, so I got them doing it again.
Yep.
And then I got Xavier Worthy over on his yard total, but I couldn't go with the touchdown. I don't trust Worthy scoring a touchdown. He was on my fantasy team, inconsistent touchdown scorer, but he'll be good to get you some yards in the Super Bowl. So those are my picks there. Take them if you want. Probably don't. I'm usually not right, so we'll see what happens.
I'm not saying that's crazy. I definitely don't think it's too crazy to say. But hold on, I'm just putting this together right now. But Alex, who do you have winning the Super Bowl while we're here?
Oh, well, it's pretty obvious. My hatred for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm going to roll, I guess, with the Philadelphia Eagles. I hope they get their get back. I wish Jason Kelsey was on the Eagles still. But, he retired. Literally the year after he retired, they go to the Super Bowl. Ridiculous. But
It is ridiculous.
yeah, I mean, I'm hoping for a really good game. I hope Saquon just goes off. Just a beast mode running performance from him. But I don't know, man. I can't say that I want the Chiefs to get blown out because they're not going to. Because obviously the Bills won by 10 the last time they played, and then the playoffs they lost. So it's hard to beat the team. Well, they didn't play them twice, but it's hard to beat a team that has experience being there more than them. But we'll see.
Yep.
Hopefully,
All
yes.
My picks, I have Eagles money line, Saquon Barkley touchdown, Jalen Hurts one plus passing touchdown, and then Xavier Worthy 60+ yards receiving. That's all I got.
Okay. All right.
So
Cool.
those are our picks. Take them, leave them, probably leave them because you heard Caleb. I don't have much luck either because I'm over 500. Not 500. Over like 15 right now on all my parlays. So Alex would be the first one to tell you that is true. But
I've seen all the
but,
losses. I've seen all of his losses.
He's seen Isaac scream at the TV many times.
college football really pissed me off at a new level. So you know what? Never pick on games on that bullshit. But all right, let's pick some NBA games, some NCAA men's games, and then we'll get out of here.
Are we not doing the Weddle today?
We did.
Oh wait, we already did it. I forgot.
Yeah,
Caleb, what's the game to watch this week?
Let's see. You got to pick a weekend game. There's going to be some good weekend games coming on. So let's see what we got here. Definitely a good game you're going to want to watch here is, oh man, let's keep your eye out for this Celtics-Knicks game. You got two top 3 teams in the East going at it. That's Saturday on February. And then a game you got going on tomorrow. None of those because those are all bad.
Thunder Grizzlies is a pretty good game, right?
Thunder and the Grizzlies, yeah. So you got 2 games there on Saturday you can check out. Thunder, Grizzlies, 2 of the top teams in the West, and then East you got Celtics versus Knicks at 8:30. take your pick. Either of those games is going to be good. Grab some popcorn, sit down, watch some good basketball. And
Crack
then
a cold one.
yeah, who wants to do the NCAA men's games? Let's just see what we got going on here.
Yeah.
Men's college b-ball.
Oh, great. Notre Dame plays Virginia Tech. 10-12 versus 10-13. Oh, man. Best teams in the country. Notre Dame will win that one. I know Michigan State plays Oregon on Saturday.
Oh man.
I know.
Yeah, you gotta check out the games on Saturday. That's when all the good games are.
Michigan, Indiana play on Saturday, too.
Let's see. A lot of afternoon games.
There's not a lot of, ranked games.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing that too.
Texas, big one. Florida, number 6 against number 1 Auburn.
Ooh, Auburn's good, dude, but Florida's
21-1.
also good.
Yeah.
And then a late game you might want to watch. Number 13, Texas Tech versus number 20, Arizona. I personally am a big fan of Arizona. They got Caleb Love on their team, and I like him just mainly because we share a name. So, and he's also just a dog. So he'll be in the NBA sooner or later. So he'll be exciting to watch. So watch him while you can.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna pick 3 of those games, and we'll give our predictions, and we'll get out of here. So we'll do the you want to do the Celtics one, or you want to do the Thunder one?
Yeah. Are we betting?
No, just give your pick to win the game.
Oh, my pick to win it. I got the Celtics win.
Yep.
I got the Celtics winning this in a close game. I think the Knicks are a pretty inconsistent team, judging by, especially at home. They play really down to their competition at home. So I think the Celtics, this might be a blowout for the Knicks in the beginning, but the Celtics are going to figure it out, and I think they're going to win in a pretty close battle.
Yep.
Because that's just how they roll. They're a championship team, and this will be a good test to see if the Knicks are there. But I just got to go with what I know, and I think that's just the Celtics are going to hit a lot of 3-pointers, and they either blow them out or they win in a close game.
Yep. I'm also going to take the Celtics. I like Jason Tatum, and I like they're always good, I feel like, every year, and they just come off. They're pretty good this year. I don't really watch Celtics. All I know is that Jason Tatum's kind of a dog, and who was the guy that made it into the Olympics, but he was like
Derek White.
Derek White. I like him too. So give me the Celtics in this one.
Sounds good. Alex, what you think?
I think the Celtics got this one. Yeah. So Jason Tatum too much.
Yeah, play that boy. Get that boy some minutes on the Olympics.
All right. Do 3. We'll do our 3 games. Does UCLA play on Saturday?
I got one, Isaac. If I can.
All right.
I'm gonna shout somebody out. Jeremy McKinney. Your team beat my team in football this year. Indiana versus Michigan. But now Michigan is pretty good at basketball, and Indiana's 14-9. And that's a pretty big game coming into Bloomington, Indiana. So I want my get back, Jeremy McKinney. And Kaylee McKinney and Ashley McKinney. You know what? The entire McKinney family, I'm coming for you. So I obviously got my Wolverines kicking the shit out of Indiana this week. And I'm already talking to them. They don't even know this. They're going to be in the pod, but I'm already talking. So I'm hoping for the Wolverines dub.
Well.
Yep.
Well, good. I got Michigan winning that one too. Indiana's done nothing against good comp. So
yes.
Michigan's going to win that one very easily.
All right, so I know UCLA is playing Penn State, so give me UCLA, I think.
I was about to say.
I like UCLA. Alex?
I like UCLA too. Out of principle, I got to vote them.
Yep. Alex?
Give me UCLA. Penn. I think they have a really big win after MSU. I think they're gonna be rolling from now on.
Right. You got to after you beat MSU, who's such a good team or whatever. You gotta do good against Penn State. Penn State's not even a basketball school.
No, Penn State.
They're a mid school.
Well,
they had that one good year with KJ Hamler. He's
Yes.
at wide receiver,
Yeah.
and then that's it.
They had that
Yeah.
one good year when they made the Big Ten champion. Before this year, they haven't made the Big Ten championship since 2016, where Michigan blew them out. Then Michigan lost to Ohio State that year, and Ohio State lose. They lost to somebody else, which they made it to the Big Ten championship game against Wisconsin. So, and they won that. So they haven't been relevant until then. Since then, but I cannot stand Penn State. They talk so much shit for no reason.
Right. Like their whiteout's cool, but that's about it.
Yeah,
That's about it.
I would love
They
to
don't
experience that. I would love to experience that, but
Yeah.
All right, last two games. We have Notre Dame, Virginia Tech. I'm going to take Notre Dame just because I'm a fan. Both are pretty bad.
Where even is
but-
Virginia? Yeah.
They're 10
Is
and
Virginia
13.
Tech ranked?
No, they're 10 and 13.
Okay.
I'm taking Notre Dame. Is that at Notre Dame?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
I'll take Notre Dame.
Notre Dame better than them? What's their record?
10 and 12. So they're pretty much.
Dude, this is evenly matched.
The toilet bowl.
I'll take Notre Dame just because they're at home.
Yep.
It sounds like they're pretty even. I don't know who's won against what ranked opponents or whatnot, but yeah, we'll take Notre Dame because they got that home court there.
Here we go. And then last game for the day: number 1 Auburn versus number 6 Florida Gators.
Oh,
Oof.
Grayson would love this one.
I'm gonna take. Give me the Tigers in a close game. Auburn Tigers.
Roll
War
Tide.
Eagle.
I'm gonna do Auburn as well.
Let me see here. Let me.
You want to go get Grayson for this one, Isaac?
Nah, he's already in bed. He's a 9-year-old when it comes to bedtime.
He has to lift tomorrow.
He got school tomorrow.
You got school tomorrow.
Give me I can't take Florida, dude. They haven't won against a ranked opponent. I can't.
No.
Well, they did beat Tennessee, who was number 1, but yeah, I gotta go Auburn. They're at home too. I can't go Florida. I want to be different, but I gotta go Auburn. Plus, their
Yeah.
big man, Boone. If you guys watch the game, look out for him.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a
He's
problem
legit.
in the NBA.
It's legit. All right.
But yeah, that's my pick.
All right. That's going to do it for us this episode. Thank you for all tuning in and listening. Caleb, it's glad to have you on the show. Cause
Of course,
frankly,
thanks for having me. Thanks for
would not.
listening, y'all.
we would not have hit on all those NBA trades and NBA talk like ever. But I think we'll have the full staff back next week. Next week's episode, I want to say this. We are going to do an NBA all-time draft roster. We're going to draft, I think, Caleb, Alex, and I, and Jack are all going to draft a team, kind of like we did in our first 2 episodes with the fantasy draft, but this time it's going to be NBA. So should be a lot of fun. We're decided to give ourselves a week to prepare, so tune in for that episode. It's going to be a good episode.
40 players are going to get picked among the 4 of us, and then you guys will get to vote for who has the best team. That's really
Obviously,
so.
Jordan Poole is going number 1.
That's if you get the number 1 pick. Yeah.
Taco Fall.
I take him
Taco
first.
Fall.
Taco Fall.
Remember, we don't know ball, you don't know ball, we all don't know ball. So we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.
Go Blue.
Good.